allow the two children to have the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Mayegun diary politico. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìí yẹ. Mayegun máa tó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa ní. Àní ẹ̀ sọ́ra jù.
Hello there. So good morning to you, brethren. A good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you're joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun live in that order. So thank you very much for joining me. Please, as you are tuning in, right, kindly like the broadcast, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that it is time. And this time around, you can use the line anytime. That is, you can call it anytime to be part of the conversation. A few days ago, in fact, 2 days ago, before Koolu left Japan after that disgraceful outing. Oh, hang on. He didn't leave empty-handed, by the way. So he eventually begged for loan. And from what they released later, he got a $238 million loan for rural electrification projects in Nigeria. So he got that. However, when he met with the Nigerians living in Japan, as is the tradition, right? So he addressed them. That was the moment he told them that, listen, Nigeria is rising again. There are so many opportunities in Nigeria now. And those of us in the diaspora could take the advantage and return back to Nigeria. You know, meanwhile, majority of us that actually lives outside Nigeria, we are more aware up to date on the happenings in that contraption. And that is why you will see that a lot of those who are the known critics of the Nigerian regimes, especially this APC, they have been mostly diasporans. And why is that? We have watched from far how supposed commonwealth of the country has been privatized by just few people who have now become so stupendously rich, while their people, our people, have become poorer. So we are watching all of this from far. The impunity, talking about the institutionalized impunity, human rights abuses, and of course, corruption. To cap it all, we are also seeing the culpability of those in government, right? In relation to the terrorism going on in Nigeria, we have seen the collusion of those who are supposed to tame it, but rather chose to pamper them, offering them amnesty, while their victims are languishing in different IDP camps across the country. Nigerians abroad have been adjudged to be, one of the most productive people abroad, no doubt. Nigerians who have actually excelled. I'm talking about an opportunity that were denied us in that contraption. Many of us came across this opportunity with ease, without any prejudice, where the skin of our color or where we're coming from could be an immediate hindrance. Opportunities that these criminal politicians are advertising to us now is what many actually left the country for. They call it greener pasture. And we have also watched them, right, how they squandered the resources of the country, buying themselves choice properties all over the place. What about the natural resources of the country? They've privatized them too. Now, people are poorer and more terrorized today. But guess what? The productive Nigerians abroad, the diasporans, as they love to put it, right, continues to bail out and subsidize the country. The failures of these criminal politicians, majority of us have become, what do you call it, the real subsidy that keeps Nigeria still going and yet to turn to Venezuela, right? And what do I mean by that? The direct remittances to Nigeria by Nigerians living outside Nigeria has been adjudged to be second in the whole world and the first in the entire Africa. We're talking about remittances that crosses over $30 billion. This money goes into those who are building houses, those who are investing in businesses, those who are carrying out family responsibilities like, housing, healthcare, education, and name it. This money goes into that country every year. And that is so substantial enough that at least it's still keeping Nigeria together a bit, seriously. But you don't really have to probably admit or understand it, right? But the criminal politicians goes abroad. They spend tens or hundreds of millions of dollars looking for investors that are mostly just looking for their partners in crime, those that they could at least use in moving the country's resources out of the place to their own choice bank accounts all over the world. So diasporans are not allowed to vote. That's not even a big deal, because those who live in Nigeria are not allowed to vote to choose their leaders to start with. So when Koolu met with the Nigerians in Japan, he was talking about leadership. He said they should return back to Nigeria. Do you know how many people are actually willing to go back to Nigeria? Yeah? If you have an idea of the numbers of Nigerians who want to go back to that contraption, and in the last 10 years, they've been scared away. While they are scared away, millions have actually like jackpot too. They ran from the country. Policies, leadership, these are things that will ordinarily attract, right, investors. And if Nigeria is looking for investors, their primary investor should have been the diasporans, who are supposed to be treated with much respect. A majority of you diasporans, you have actually tasted the impunity in that contraption too. Many of you have different stories to tell, while others have not lived to tell the story. Now, this is not me trying to scare you away. Everybody knows what they are doing. But the point is, we cannot keep living in denial, pretending, and especially those of you, the what do you call it, the abroadian Nigerians, those of you who always love Nigeria from abroad. I love my country so much. Now, this may be for you, right? Like, normally, if it is not really that kind of like effective or important, right? They won't come up and say, oh, why don't you all come back home instead of you japping and the rest of that? So the incentives and whatever it is that some of you have in mind, the reason why people are possibly putting on hold their return back to Nigeria is that it's up to you. You okay to live in that chaos, exist in a lawless, disorderly society where abnormalities are considered normal, where politicians live above the law and the rest. There are people that can really, people have tried though. In fact, as we are watching this video, there are those who actually returned, who are currently in Nigeria right now. You get what I mean now? Like they'll tell you, I've been in Germany for 20 years, 30 years, so I've returned. Guess what? Many of them are actually telling others that, man, you have to put your plan in place. You know what? Those are the ones who went to take the risk. But the risk itself with an insurance. And what is that? If Nigeria happened to them, they have an insurance policy. They are citizens, or they have the citizenship of the countries they've lived for 20, 30 years when they ran away from Nigeria. So, and people have done that. They come back and they had to run back again. Stories like that. And we have had those who have stayed back and somehow they forget it. But the point is this: if the country is working, right? If indeed it is working, there are millions who have billions that their return will rejig and shake the entire country for real progress. But we are watching these rogues from far. Yeah. So what did Koolu tell them in Japan? Let's start with that before I add my other think pieces. So share the broadcast, right? And of course, I actually put an header, which is interesting. Like under any circumstance or all circumstances, if Tinubu's regime offers you 20 million naira cash, which is like 10,000 pounds or $13,000 or thereabout, would you pack your family and return back to Nigeria permanently? Please answer me with all honesty, right? There are those that will take it. Sure. So I'm not going to say there won't be any. There are those that will say, no, they don't even have to. If they offer me just 10 million, I will leave the UK now. I want to hear from you. But here was a Koolu in Japan. Let's start with this.
It's all about in governance and promoting stability, unity, and the cohesion of our country is primary motive for a change, necessary for us to evolve as a nation. Nigeria being the largest in Africa, in the continent, has a very important role to play. And it is with you that we must play that. First of all, let me ask you, as your passport renewal and visa is in, and is it changing for better or for the worse?
Smoother and quicker.
Better now.
More efficient?
Smoother, quicker, more efficient.
Then you are happy. Okay. Now, if that nationality document is reflecting the expectation of all of you, so you can be assured Nigeria will meet all your expectations. The changes that we embark upon is all about us as a people and leadership of Africa. Don't take it lightly. I'm glad about the diversity of the background that we have, seriousness, and being focused on innovation, 21st century adaptation, and being a very good citizen. Your citizenship is in your passport. Your person is your character. And I'm very, very happy that no negative feedback since we got here. I'm happy to listen to you for whatever. Happy to report to you that many of our people are coming back home. Yes, for economic reasons, some people might decide to stay away. It's fundamental right of individual. But for the economic growth and opportunity that is available in Nigeria, don't stay away. Your contribution is very much in need. It's all about.
No, but we'll calm down. Some of you are already giving different conditions. One true emperor believes that 13K is an insult. He's an American. Absolute insult. I get it. But the point I'm trying to make here is that there are those that even if you offer them 100,000 US dollars or pounds, or even offer them 1 million. Yeah, 1 million. I know. There are those that won't take it. Not because they have millions or it is because they are so much well aware that the kind of leadership, ruinous leadership they have in that place, intended by Tinubu and his gang right now, even with your $1 million, you are not safe. No, you're not. And I am saying this from the position of somebody who has lived outside Nigeria for over a decade. After living the first part of my life, I'm talking about nearly the first 3 decades of my life in Nigeria. So I could tell you the difference between the both worlds. And security, this security we are talking about is not just a security of, police guiding you or protecting you. There are so many things, fundamental things, right? That even with your millions, you are not safe. You want me to explain? No, wahala. No, I won't explain. I will give you examples, right? We have those of them who have that millions in Nigeria. But do you know something? They would rather just go abroad for their own medical care than spend their millions in Nigeria, except when they are just like about to, to die. Like, I'm just saying. So with your money, that much money there, probably what it will take for you to really feel safe will be more. But if you have been living in Nigeria all your life, you see what I'm saying right now? It's just going to be like fear mongering. It's going to be like, unpatriotic. Because to you, it's not that bad. But the thing is that it is so worse that you have been so used to it. Yeah? That you can't imagine a world where a police officer could actually approach you to offer you help. Right? And indeed, the criminal politicians won't openly flaunt stolen wealth before you. And you will see the real criminals actually go to jail. Some of you can't imagine it, but I understand. But it does happen. There is no perfect society anywhere. But you know something called the law and order? Baba, there is nobody above it. And that is what kind of like makes a just, orderly society, not chaotic one. Right? So the African Wallace own offer is that if Tinubu would lead the APC and then the PDP members and everybody to Kirikiri and he will join them, then that means he will go back to Nigeria. The bottom line is this: we all have that inner truth inside us, right? That we are doing our best to suppress. And most of the time, our brains are looking for information to justify that, to justify the suppression of that truth inside you. There's nothing that will happen to you if you tell yourself the truth. Because these rogues brought Nigeria to our knees. Nigerians living in Nigeria have been denied opportunity to thrive. Do you understand? You've seen, Nigeria is a place where the citizens are like their mini local government. They construct their road, they constructed their houses, they build their own security, they pay for their own healthcare, they have to provide everything for themselves, including water. And all these guys does is just to take rent from them, charge them, build them all. It is called taxing them. then rush straight to the TV and say, "Oh, do you know how much money we made from taxing people this month?" Yes, 1 trillion naira. Oh my God, that's a lot. Yeah, that's to tell you that this government is working. So do you know how much we made from them last year, same time? So how much? Well, the whole money we made from them the entire 2024 was just 1 trillion. But when we changed this, our tactic and the rest, when we improved in our technological way of we made 1 trillion in a month. That means we are going to make 12 trillion this year. I say, wow, Nigeria is progressing. While you are groaning under it. Yeah? You're struggling to fuel your generator in order to power your shop to keep your frozen wares frozen. You have to, can go on and on. They are rent seekers. And majority of us can see that from here. On the one hand, they want to be capitalists. On the other hand, they want to be socialists. They care so much about the poor that they want to give food money to the poor in order to lift them out of poverty. On the other hand, they want to be capitalists, talking about billions and trillions, store buildings, and these, big projects and all of that. And tell the people to pay for it. While the real infrastructures, the ones that they've abandoned for so long, remained in total dereliction. Oh, he added more. This is the part he said, if you don't come back, other people will do it. No, you don't want us to come back. People who are going back to Nigeria are 3 categories. Maybe more, but I will try to limit it to 3. So the ones who somehow over time, they have invested so much in Nigeria. And they did so because of a period when they will be older and just go back. Now they've postponed it and postponed it. This time they can't anymore. They just have to. Those ones are going back in their old age. The second set of those who are going back are those who have also built some reputation for themselves abroad. When I say reputation, I mean reputation in relation to their politics, whether PDP or APC, and in their gang. Somehow, they hope to get something, an appointment, a contract, or anything at all. And they won't mind to relocate back to that contraption for just a few years before they will run back to where they are from. Those ones are going back. The third ones are the ones who I want to believe miscalculated their japa. And it wasn't how it was meant to be. And they just felt like, you know what? I wouldn't mind to go back voluntarily to probably go and start over again. Maybe the 4th categories are those they deported. You get what I mean? So, Koolu made us believe that even if you don't come back to come and rebuild Nigeria, other people will do it. In his words,
very much in need. If we stay away, who will build it? If we don't join hands, and work together, then we've lost the hope of being the leader that we're supposed to be. And you should continue to make Nigeria proud. Every positive comment about this country, Nigeria, is owned by you. It's for your future and the future of your children. Poor management, poor comments, negative reflection of the country doesn't help. And it will not help the growth. The economy is stabilized. The opportunity is immense. People are coming back. We are reversing the medical tourism in every way that we could. And I can give you the assurance. We are seeing the beginning of Nigerian rising. If there's a need to amend the law, we amend the local content law to open that opportunity for Nigeria, and particularly for diaspora to bring their talent as early as possible. We want growth, accelerated woman too, and innovation is key. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
Good evening, sir. Let me start from it. Good evening.
As a Koolu, I want you to come back because Nigeria is rising. Is Nigeria rising? What do you call rising? I mean, how do you describe rising country? Oh, they've got the GDP growth of 3.5%. Tinubu and his gang also declared that they don't have unemployment problems. In fact, the unemployment data in Nigeria is so small that, Baba, only 4.5% Nigerians have no job in the book of Tinubu and his gang. You know. So yeah, I want to ask again. What do you think? That if you have a chance of being in a room where Tinubu is asking you to take this check of, okay, let's up it, $20,000. Don't be shy, say it. To bond that to your British passport, your Canadian passport, or that your residence card or residency card, and return back to Nigeria permanently. Like, you've got skills, right? You've got skills, you've got all of this stuff and all that. You love Nigeria from abroad anyway. Would you take it? I doubt if some of you would or openly agree that you would take it. So I may never get the answer. But if we have any Ronuku here who lives abroad too, nobody go beat you. That doesn't mean that because you're probably an hypocrite. Do you get what I mean? Like, just take your American passport, renounce your American citizenship, and pack your bags and your family. Take that check, $20,000, plus your own money. You know, you are not poor anyway. Like, nobody say you are too poor, Abi. So you have your own money too, but the state is offering you that. Okay, let me hop it again. Take $20,000 or 20,000 pounds with 1 acre of land for farming, whatever you want to do with it in your state, anywhere you want in your state, wherever you come from. They'll give you 1 hectare of land, which is about 6 plots. I've been at 9 plots. Anyway, 1 hectare of land plus 20,000 pounds sterling. Bond that pick up that your Nigerian passport, cut off that your Canadian passport, renounce your Canadian citizenship, Africa Wahala, and pack the girls and the missus. Would you take it? Anyway, I'll leave the line open for that. So, yesterday, the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Akeem Owoade, a video of his surfaced yesterday. Meanwhile, a day before that, he granted an interview to BBC Yoruba, where he clarified what is really going on. Remember, he gave Ooni of Ife and Ooni Ogunwusi, gave him 48 hours to withdraw the Oluomo Abikilofi Ogbeni Ejena of Yorubaland, Okanlomo of Yorubaland, and Ooni of Ife called him a comedian. So since then, Yorubas have been having different kind of historical debates. Who is actually who is leader, who is not, right? And it's quite interesting because, and sad too, right? Because with the current state of Nigeria, the contraption today, toxicity in the system is so far spread that it's so deep beyond what you can imagine, that even as the ethnic nationalities are divided along, as people are divided along their ethnic, tribal, whatever nationalities in that contraption, there are still very much like other internal division rocking all these ethnic nationalities too. And most of these things are well pronounced, or more pronounced, when those who are supposed to be the custodians of these institutions, right, decided to spill the beans in public. So the drama continues, because what Alaafin said of late is that he remained the number one Oba, the first Oba in Yorubaland, right? And that makes him the number one, so not Ooni. Well, I have this. Let me first share that with you before I go to the next one.
Alaafin ni Ṣàngó. Ṣàngó ni Alaafin. Táwa ní ó ní pé báwo ni títí Alaafin ṣe jẹ́. Alaafin Ṣàngó nínú gbogbo àwọn Aláàfin tó ti jẹ ní ilẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ó jẹ́ Aláàfin kẹta tí a bá wò. Ọ̀rànmíyàn ni Aláàfin àkọ́kọ́, tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Dàda Àjùwọ̀n ni Aláàfin Àjàká, tó jẹ́ Aláàfin ẹ̀kejì tó tó di pé ó kan Ṣàngó. Mo wá fẹ́ yan kinní kan fún yín tí orúkọ kábíyèsí tá ń pè lénìí, ó wá láti pípe bá a ṣe máa ń pe Aláàfin Ṣàngó. Aláàfin Ṣàngó jẹ́ ẹni takuntakun, jagunjagun ni Aláàfin Ṣàngó jẹ́, tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó sa gbogbo ipá láti rí pé ogun ò wọ ìlú Ọ̀yọ́. Gbogbo tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń sọ náà ní abẹ́gẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn máa ń rò pé fi títí Aláàfin Ṣàngó ó yàtọ̀. Kò sẹ́ni tó ṣe é bí o, kò sẹ́ni tó lè bí kábíyèsí, kò sí ẹnì kankan. Ohun tó bá ti wí lábẹ́gẹ́ o, kò sí ẹnìkan tó lè ní pé bákan ni ti tòun ṣe jẹ́, tó lè fọwọ́ la idà kábíyèsí Ṣàngó. Láti ipa pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ kábíyèsí náà ni a ti mú kábíyèsí. Aláàfin ni Ṣàngó.
Kábíyèsí o. Interesting history, right? No, he's not wrong. But right now, people are speaking from their own different prejudices, which keeps the Yoruba land more vulnerable. I'm coming to that. He's right. When Oduduwa came to Ile-Ife, it is said that his own firstborn, Okanbi. Meanwhile, they said the first Ooni was Oduduwa, and the first Alaafin was Oromiyan. Now, when Oromiyan became the first Alaafin, and they said there was this power tussle in Ife, Oromiyan appointed his own son as the new Alaafin, and he returned back to Ife, where they slugged it out, and he became an Ooni of Ife as well. So all this history, as rich as they sound, these days, people are no longer looking at them from the beautiful historical perspectives anymore. It is now about supremacy. Because if you accept that this one is, so everybody's giving their own interpretation of what that role, what that process actually meant. Does that then mean that Ooni of Ife, whose palace, whose throne from where they all took the crowns to become everything that they became as the children of Oduduwa. So right now, the children of Oduduwa, who formed, today were supposed to be today's Yorubaland, right? Have their prejudices now, unfortunately, you know. But here is another person's perspective to that before I actually take you to what I want to say. Go. Yeah, still on this history.
Well, we have to look at the historical value and the civilization of the Yoruba history, which date back 3000 BC before Christ, and that is even before the advent of the colonial masters' incursion into the black man's race, and where we had the trade slaves and every other issues that culminated the period which Alaafin is referring to, meaning that predating that era, Ile-Ife has been in existence, and Ile-Ife has been in existence as one of the leading cities in the olden ancient era, and within 1000 to 3000 BC, Ile-Ife has been in existence, and the aura of civilization of what we are dealing on today is not actually conflict but misinformation, and try to whereby there is mischief. There are a lot of things that are affecting people's orientation in saying the truth. And to the Oyo is an extension of Ile-Ife. Oyo and every other town in Yorubaland are extension of Ile-Ife, because every prince left Ife with their crown, with the caveat of never to wage war against Ile-Ife. So meaning, however the authority of Alaafin is, he still hold Ife as the cradle and source of the Yoruba race. And these facts are unbreakable facts. So to many, what is happening today is like somebody trying to shove off the truth and embrace what will divide the Yoruba people. And we are more civilized. And I must admonish that these are no times for conflict of this nature, because from the stable of the Ooni of Ife, Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Enitan Ogunwusi, he is a revered father. He is the spiritual head of the entire Yoruba race. By virtue of definition, we can say the Ooni is the president of Yoruba race, while Alaafin is the prime minister, because they all have concurrent duties to play for the Yoruba race. So, and there is no way without their harmony we can achieve solid peace in Yoruba land. So the conflict that just emanated, to me, is more of a figment of imagination of some few oligarchs trying to wage or use the stool of Alaafin to cause monumental crisis, and these agent provocateurs need to be called to order, because there are some voice of Esau and Jacob that are making this crisis unimaginably inflammable. So to many, the Yoruba are one. The way we came about of Oduduwa and Yorubaland, we can refer to the fact that Oduduwa being the progenitor, Oroyan is the last son, is the last grandson of Oduduwa, and he's been adventurous, most powerful. He had the stake of being of able to found Benin and Alaafin of Oyo and Oyo town, and having found that, he came back. When he came to Ife, he vacated Alaimore and become the Ooni of Ife, and he lasted there, and that is where his grave is today. Okay. Well, we have to look at.
Do you get? History is pretty much like clear. So the bottom line is that in the scheme of things and civilization in Africa, Yorubas were among the recognized sort of like ethnic nationalities who had an organized society, a leadership system that actually worked. You get what I mean? Like by the time they came. So you have Ooni, you have Alaafin, right? And historically, among all the children of or grandchildren of Oduduwa that took crown from that Ile-Ife, truly, right? Which also include this Oyo, the founding of Oyo, especially, I mean, the old Oyo. You know, I think it is called the Oyo Katunga, right? Before the Fulani invaded and moved them to the current land that is now called Oyo. And the expansion. So historically, when Oyo Empire at the time, as massive as it was, so that gave, as it was, it gave the throne of Alaafin, which was pretty much like the prime minister in that sense, right? The throne of Alaafin, that powerful horror and more or less like the protector of the kingdom that is just created. But in all of it, as wide as far as the Oyo kingdom stretched back then to as far as Dahomey, right? It is true. They had to kind of give this autonomy to Ife as the source. While everybody is paying taxes to Oyo, Ife didn't. So, which means Ife as the source, Oyo as the, what do you call it? Like the real defense. In this day and time, it would have made so much sense if Ooni and Alaafin are not political products. Like they are actually true representatives of the Yorubas. So it wouldn't have even led to anything like this. And guess what? If it was in the olden days, the two of them, yeah, from the Ooni's area, the two of them would probably have collaborated, right, in building a formidable sort of defense team for Yorubaland, even politically too. But now, Nigeria happened, and here we are. There's a caller on the line. I'll take that before I play the next clip, right? Here, are you there? Hello.
Mayekun General, good morning.
Oh, the African Wahala. Prince Adewale, how are you, brother?
I am doing very well.
Fantastic. So
what about you?
Well, I'm trying to be all right. Thanks so much for asking, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I have to quickly jump in just to enrich and contribute to the show.
Right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. As far as this Yoruba lineage, Yoruba kingship and rulership, I'll be honest, personally, I have no respect for the individuals that are occupying those positions and that have been occupying those positions in the last 30 to 40 years. I have zero respect for them, zero. And to be honest, the amount of respect that I don't have for them might even grow into not having respect for those seats entirely.
The thrones.
Because if you are the king of people, you are one of their leaders, but you are also part of the people contributing to their suffering and hopelessness. And I can get into the details.
Please.
I can't respect you for that. The Ooni, the Alaafin, current and previous, they've always enjoyed the benefit of this Nigerian society. They've always enjoyed their relationships with the politicians. The politicians give them money. And these politicians are corrupt thieves. These are people that have contributed to the detriment of Yoruba people. Yes, Nigeria happened. Nigeria destroyed the ability of a Yoruba nation from having a characteristic that would be beneficial to the people. I mean, we all know what Yoruba nation looks like today. Well, the southwest part of Nigeria. It's poverty-stricken. 75% of our people don't have water, they don't have electricity, they don't have education, they don't have access to good medical facilities. We have access to nothing because of Nigeria. So if these traditional rulers, not just these so-called first-class kings, Ooni, Alaafin, even the lower class kings, all these Obas, all these Olowu, all these Awizale, all these guys, they are all collecting money from APC criminals, PDP criminals. When it's time for elections, APC, PDP terrorists, animals will give them millions of naira. And then these Alaafins, all these kings, they will tell their so-called subjects, we, the victims, they will tell us that, oh, you have to vote for PDP. You have to vote for APC. You have to vote for this political party. Who benefits from that relationship? It's not us that benefits. It's the kings that benefit and the politicians while we continue to suffer. So I have no respect for them. Do they want to continue ruling over poor people? If that's what they want, many of us that are now enlightened.
Of ceremonial artists, are they ruling anyone at all? Because most of the time, if they are not selling,
they are not ruling.
They are doing what you just said now. You know that if they are not selling people's lands, they are doing what you just said. So are they ruling?
Who gave them the land?
Really ruling?
Who even gave them the rights to that land? Because of the fake titles that they have. We are the ones giving them the power. We the victims. Well, not me, but a lot of people that are still stuck in the victimhood, they give them the power. They tell them stuff. They tell themselves that, oh, our Oba is the one that owns Oba no Lele. The Oba has he owns the land. Don't talk to our Oba like that. Meanwhile, we are poverty stricken. Make that make sense. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept being a slave. We're already slaves to politicians. We're already slaves to Nigeria. Why would I be a slave to another poor Oba? An Oba that adds nothing, brings nothing to the table. I have no respect for them. I'm sorry. And after a while, a time will come when a lot of us will not even have respect for those seats any longer. They've destroyed the Yoruba nation. Hopefully, a time will come when we can remove ourselves out of this mess. Because Nigeria is the mess that has contributed all of this to our lives. Hopefully, that time will come when these fake Obas, they will stop arguing about, oh, when the British came, they recognized me. The British, exactly. Imagine, they are waiting for the British colonizers to tell them who is the paramount ruler. That's how much they've reduced us to. So me, I'm supposed to respect an Oba, an Alaafin, or an Ooni that is arguing that the respect he has was given to him by the British. I can't have respect for those kind of people. But also, my second part of my contribution to this call was about the offer. If Tinubu was to make an offer to me,
right?
Okay, the only offer that I would accept to move back to Nigeria, I will gladly do it. Hopefully, that place won't be called Nigeria anymore. To be called something else, because Nigeria is a slave name. The name Nigeria is a curse, in my opinion. People will disagree, but that's fine. Because there is no way a kidnapper comes to your house, kidnaps your wife and your children, and give them new names. And then when you eventually rescue them from the kidnapper, you maintain that name that the kidnappers gave them. Are you going to keep on calling your children the names that kidnappers gave them? That's what Nigeria is. Nobody named us Nigeria. Random people from random places came and gave us that name. The name has no meaning in any one of our languages. The name is a curse. Maybe that's why we are perpetually poverty-stricken. 85% of us, perpetually, for 125 years, non-stop. But if I was to get an offer to move back to Nigeria right now, the only offer that I would accept is if the heads of the military, the heads of the police, all the top politicians in the last 40 years, dead or alive, if they can all end up in prison, including the heads of the judiciary, if they can all be sent to prison, the retired past politician Ibrahim Babangida, Obasanjo, Abdul Salam, if they can all be in handcuffs and thrown behind bars in Kirikiri, if Tinubu and all the APC gang members can all end up in Kirikiri, and PDP, and LP, and ADC, if all of them can be behind bars in Kirikiri, that's the only time I can take that offer.
Just say you
But that's my contribution.
Just say you will never go back. You get that now? That's much easier. You say, I will never go back under no circumstance. Because that is never going to happen. You know it. Yeah, it's unfortunate, yes. Right? And, you know, there is a part of those who are actually watching us right now. There's a part of them in Nigeria that I have met people who have invested, hoping, right, that maybe, you know, maybe things will get better later. And right now, they are just stuck in that loop. They are just postponing and postponing and postponing, getting their own mental health kind of like worsening every year. So those kind of people, right? Those I'm trying to say, would you still go, by the way? But it's obvious that there is the same reason that kept them away. It's still very much there, or even worse, you know. So Africa Wahala.
Getting worse, actually.
Let us proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this, okay? You have a very good one, Baba. Now that's the African Wahala, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go back, you will be going back to something like this. Remember, these are supposed to be an elected lawmakers in Kogi State, made to sit on the floor by an indicted criminal, ex-governor, who is now their governor general, Yeye Bello, elected House of Assembly members. That video went viral yesterday. Of course, nothing will happen.
So, you are going in there now. Go and cooperate with the Speaker, other members of the House of Assembly of Kogi State, and be part of those that will support Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo. Are you getting my point? In everything that comes to the Assembly, everything. Even if you don't understand. So, you are going.
Even if you don't understand what they put before you, everything that the governor brings to the assembly, everything, you must support him. You know? And they are all eating, eating well, I believe. Right? The part where the Alaafin was saying, no, I don't have any issue with anyone. It's just some people who are making it look like what have you. So I was going to play that, but I don't think it's necessary anymore, right? So let's go to something else. Now here is an House of Assembly member in Anambra State. He was the guy whose issue was being debated in the Anambra State House of Assembly 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago. So they said it went on Facebook. And instead of him to be a lawmaker, he's acting like an activist. There is, according to him, an oil exploration going on in his constituency in Anambra. I'll give it the name, or he's going to give it the name. And this oil exploration, despite its environmental kind of like danger and all that, they are doing everything there and they've ignored the locals. So he decided to bring it to the limelight, only to discover that Soludump is actually involved. So right now he's accusing the governor of interfering in the affairs of the State House of Assembly, pushing to get him suspended or even dismissed. because of his expose. Do you want to see it? Here.
The host community. These are their trucks that are bedeviling our roads with nothing to show for it. These are their trucks bedeviling our community, bedeviling our roads, polluting our environment with nothing to show for it. Nothing. I didn't say they're not doing enough. They're nothing for years. How can this be in your local government and you don't have access to it? What they do? Okay, they're loading. Is their metering unit. After this, they go free of charge. I don't know who they are paying their appropriate social responsibilities. Because they have zero impact. Cutting wooden gas. They have been invited by Anambra State House of Assembly severally. They ignored the invitation and nothing happened because that is how weak the assembly is. They don't have powers to do anything. You see? You see? You see? You see? These are the problems our roads are having. These are one of the reasons why we don't have good roads. When I say our roads are dilapidated, I mean it. Then the governor has made it worse, especially when he left us with that single road. So we are showing it to the people of the world to know if this is fair to this community. This is a border community between Anambra State and Enugu State. This is the last community. After here it will be Adan. Adan is in Enugu State. Right? With zero corporate social responsibility. No scholarships, nothing. Nothing. This is Nayamalan. This is Nayamalan. If nothing is done, we will left no option than to stop every operation. Every operation here. We put this place to a standstill till something is done. Not just something, the right thing. The right thing. The right thing is done. Not just the right thing, the right thing is done. We have messed our roads. We have polluted our environment. We are degrading our soil. What is going on in Ayamelon? The poor Ayamelon has the biggest oil deposit in oil and gas, or the biggest gas deposit in the whole of Southeast, if not Nigeria. You can Google it. Nothing to show for it. So if it is okay for something like this to be going on with nothing for the community, no corporate social responsibility, in the Nigerian Petroleum Act, there are provisions for what facilities like this or companies like this should do for their host community. It's unfortunate. Who's that? Who's that? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You said you wanted to do one?
We are surprised seeing the crowd here.
Yes. You shouldn't be surprised. This is just the beginning. Right?
I would never have experienced such a thing.
You have never, right?
Yes.
You have never experienced such a thing.
Yes.
Thank you.
We didn't get any approval. No approval.
No approval for who? For my fatherland. My fatherland, I need to get approval. Understand what?
This is fact.
At least now let me talk to you. I am Honorable Bernard Udemezu.
That's not that. I know you.
The state house member representing this constituency.
I know you. I know you.
And we are here as the youth of Ayamelum to know why this company has been operating here, exploring our gas, without any corporate social responsibility for the host community and the host local
I'm
government.
not doubting you, sir, but what I'm saying is that at least you get approval.
We don't have approval. We know the go protocol. We know Sabi approval.
But that is not the right.
Okay. The day the main thing will happen, we also not get approval from anybody, and you will see. This is our community. This is our land, and you cannot be doing this consistently. I expected you to say you doubt me that you guys are doing something. For years, you have been exploring here, exploiting the community without anything. What have your company done for this host community? One thing.
I'm not the right person to answer this question.
Okay, at least as somebody who works here, just one. Have they given one person scholarship? Or is it health? Is it education? What is the corporate social responsibility of this company to the host community?
What I'm trying to say, here is not the right place to channel your challenges.
We should do it.
Here is not the right place. You know the authority.
I'm telling you, there's no authority. I'm telling you. Something must be done. And done right. Otherwise, in no distant time, this...
Another year, so when you see an average Igbo person tells you, right, that their resources is part of what they used in building Nigeria, and you, ignoramus, sit there and repeating the nonsense that your slave masters continue to force into your discourse. Gas exploration in the eastern part of Nigeria has been mostly privatized, never to really benefit the people generally. It is to benefit those who are in power, while the resources continue, to be exploited. Imo State is considered as the biggest gas producer in the entire country, if not the entire Africa. They have the deposit that is believed that if Nigeria decided to just run a gas sort of pipes into every home, right, the gas deposit in Imo State alone would actually power every home in Nigeria. And I'm saying the entire country for the next 700 years. I'm not making that up. It's gas, man. And the same region, which also has the crude oil, has been painted so badly that you think there's actually nothing they are taking from this place. And yet they won't let them go. Maybe that's how you're going to know that why they won't let them. They don't want them to go. The Chinese are stealing the Enugu coal as we speak. And they are bagging them in hundreds of 32-tire trailers and loading them all into the vessel straight to China for years now. And there's no single direct benefit to the people of Enugu State. So a lot. That's what I meant by they privatized the natural resources of the land. Right? To themselves. And then they leave the crumbs for the people. They won't even give them any clean crumbs. They've just put the crumbs in the sand and say, yeah, eat, everybody eat. And there are those who are very happy that they could still pick the crumbs from from the sand. And they taste well. Well, the face of the guy, just so you know, the Bernard there, the guy who went there, the Honorable in the House of Assembly, he's been summoned by the State House of Assembly for going online to tell everybody how much he is being paid, how much they are earning. And at the same time, about his activities on social media, they said he's posting things like he's an activist instead of him to be a team player. Collect his own rubber. He decided to be an activist. So they will suspend or dismiss him. Yeah, listen.
On the alleged suspension, it is the prerogative of the committee he has been referred to make such recommendations. It should be made clear that if he has offended any of the rules of ethics and privileges of the House, he surely will get his day before the committee for an opportunity given to him to speak for himself. Yes, now we're going to do anything without hearing from me. You swear for now. But now let me go straight to the point. Here you allege that I have only moved 2 motions. That is not true. Even though we were discouraged. In fact, on the motion, okay, let's assume I didn't move any motion, but I'm coming to list my motions. Let's assume I didn't move any motion. Of what essence is it for me to waste my time moving motions? When we, on the first retreat, after our inauguration, on our first retreat with the governor openly and clearly told us, before his executive and Indianambra, that anything that he is going to do must be discussed underground. That if you move a motion at the floor of the house for your people to clap for you, that you will not attend to that motion. That it will be, quote unquote, that it will be used as tissue paper. All right? So he told all of us, that if you invite his commissioners for oversight, that they will not come and nothing will happen, because all of you are in the same party. Infallibly, he was threatening you with your tickets. The motions I bring to the house, you prohibit them. I will bring a motion of request, you will prohibit it till to return to a motion of commendation. Because you want us to sound polite. Isn't it? All of us have suddenly forgotten what happened at Golden Tulip, where the governor clearly told us that there is no independence, there's no legislative independence or independence for the legislature if the ruling party controls the house. I go tear all of now up. I'm not going to keep mark one place. The more you talk, the more I finish you. Have you all forgotten? All of a sudden,
so bro is categorically telling them that, you know, he's going for the broke. So solo dump can do his worst, I think. And that's what power does, you know, that's how power play work in that contraption. The governor is the mini emperor. He is. And there are men and women who are ready to carry out his order, no matter how absurd or even illegal those orders are. They are willing to, for a price. So in the midst of 20 people or 30, you decided to go against them, you are the rebel. So now the governor doesn't even have to fight you. Your colleagues will fight you because you are the rebel. Everybody else agrees, but you, why do you think that your own idea is the best, that you have to ignore what all of us have already agreed to, forgetting that they didn't agree? They got paid to keep quiet. You get? Now let's take this. I believe that's Mama H.O. Hello there.
My good general.
Mama H.O. How are you?
My senior picking. When he be the general of Protector.
Mama H.O. The mother.
Right down.
How are you, ma?
Yes. Now me be Mama H.O.
That's right.
The mother hen. And for clarity, so that some people not going to begin to ask some questions. Many people they ask for some places Now who be your pikin there? Which people now be this your pikin there? Mm-hmm. I don't send her to my group, but he never read them. So me, I won't read them loud and clear.
Right.
So that question we will put them for where it is.
Once and for all.
That my children below are this list of my children. They are the younger generation of Nigeria population. All the vulnerable people in our country. All the oppressed people in Nigeria. All the out-of-school children in Nigeria. All the street children and people in Nigeria. All the forgotten individuals in our current prison in Nigeria. And all my children want to give birth for here when I don't want to carry go back home. Now that be my pikin.
That's right.
All these lists above in other African countries, in Africa continent, they are my children. I'm not their biological mother, but I am by force mother figure, representative, assigned by the God Almighty for this special purpose, for liberating Africa, starting from Nigeria. I'm just a vessel of honor who is accepting an assignment, a mission that is too big for her, but not too big for God Almighty, who is a maker, who formed me in my mother's womb and preserved me jealously till now.
So now let's
God
take the point, Mama Echo, because of our time. So I want to
God Almighty will soon reveal me by His grace when I come home to launch the NGO. Having said that, I want to start with Yeye Bello. Yeye Bello and then go, oh go. You gather grown-up men together. They come kneel down for you. You can't tell them, say, make them go there. Let there be mumu. Show. But I mean, go. But you let me let it hear me, Yeye Bello. You are your cohort. Una go end up for prison. We go collect everything from her. Yeye Bello. Get it clear. I be Mama H.O., the mother hen. And before I forget, Mayegu, you go connect me to Africa Wahala, that's my brother. Right. Brother, you talk well. The only reason why you go home, all those people you measure, plus the one you not measure, they must end up in prison. Not only just prison, No. We go collect everything when they keep from my children from them. Then some of them, they go quiet by fire squad. Some of them, they go hang them. Some of them, we go give them injection when they go take back. And after that, the remaining ones, we go put them for inside prison when they put my children. They go, they eat watery beans. And they go farm every morning. Those are our agricultural farm. When do, now they go the farm. When they farm finish, they go come back. So Africa Wahala, we get matter to talk. And then to the Oba, I not get respect for now. Because you people are not better than the politicians. So boy, you are back on all the chair. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe o, àánú yìí ṣe mí, ojú yìí tì mí gan, nítorí wípé when we look at the Obas of those days, they are the carrier of justice. fairness and equity. But because of stomach infrastructure, you people throw away your royal throne that was of there and honor, and you people turn it to caricature. Now, and you don't say Yoruba nation. The people you want to gather together to become part of you as Yoruba nation. Are they different from all of them? No. That is why I say there are only two tribes in Nigeria. The tribe of the oppressed and the tribe of the oppressor. And me and my children will be in the tribe of the oppressed. And because they don't do my children, so say, it can't be like they don't get voice. It can't be like they not see their head. And I know, say, by divine nature of God, my children, they are smart, they are intelligent, they are kings, they are queens, they are prince and princess. Now they are papa. Yes. Now they are papa. They not do the right thing.
Just like a mother would say.
Yes, and their biological mother, they can't follow their husband too much. Now make me adopt them by force. And as mama, when I be, I be mother hen. And no mother hen, they feel hope when they carry a chick, when it is down. So as a mother hen, all of them, when the biological father and mother, plus all the wicked oppressor, when you destroy my mother to you, my children say to me, as a mother head, I am coming to deliver my children from my hand by fire, by force. Because in the affair of nation, my children, they are supposed to be bigger than Bill Gates. They were supposed to be bigger than Warren Buffett. They are supposed to be bigger than Kusukobe. They were supposed to be bigger than this guy. What it be this my name? The one that said I'm not far from. Eliot and Dangote is a stepping stone. Is this my journey with my children? I want to bet many of them because in this environment when we do so, in this arena, in this atmosphere, overtaking is allowed. My children, they come from a place they call the giant of Africa. And the giant of Africa will say peace, whether you like it or not. Now, special announcement to those of you who want to stop me by coming to kill me. He that sent me, he asked me to tell you people that any of you that just thinking to kill me, he will kill you, he will wipe away your entire generation. And for those of you that will travel to go and consult for me, any of you that consult the mirror for me, that consult crystal ball for me, you will call me. He that sent me, he will send his begotten, the Savior of the whole world, the King of glory, will appear in that place. Let me tell you, those of you who want to convert the moon to fight me, the power of the moon has been given to me to work with me.
Right.
Those that will convert the sun, the power of the sun has been given to me. Right. Those that will convert the day and the night against me, those power has been given to me to work with me. Those that will convert the power of the sea, the power of the sea has been given to work with me. Those that will convert the power of the earth.
Please help me. Man, I always have problems.
Those that are converting the power of the earth, the power of the earth has been given to me. And those who will convert
amen to all of that. See, Mama Echo, I won't be taking your calls again. I have to say this to you. I admire your passion. Honestly speaking, I admire everything you try to do, right? But please stop making it hard for me to tell you to round up, right? It's making it hard and inconvenient. So it makes it hard for me to want to pick your call, right? So if you are speaking for like 10 straight minutes, it should be around the time that we should be rounding it up, please, right? It's exhausting at times. Here, hello.
Yeah, hello, this is Kola.
Hey.
Yeah,
is that K from, is that Canada?
K, yeah. Yes, Canada.
I remember. Papa, how are you doing today?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. In fact, I'm at work. I just use my let me use my break time to at least to make this call. Yeah, that country, Nigeria. You know what? Nigeria has the highest number of docile youth in the world. And this docility is what embodies these criminals to continue their rascality in Nigeria. Look at, my fear is this. I told somebody that it is very easy for Nigeria to have one lunatic that will turn himself to a life president in Nigeria. It's very, 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 very easy.
Honestly.
And then my fear is that one idiot will not come up from the north, because let me tell you something. When it comes to the only tribe that has that
kind of like
the population that's the population of youth that can checkmate this is northern Nigeria. See this southern Nigeria. In fact, 90 people. Just give them the video, Lamide and Co. Or that's just it. They are easily carried away. Just give them a sport, something like that. The north. Now, if that person now comes from the north to turn himself to a life president, the person will do it successfully, because Tinubu has taught them that anything is possible in the Nigerian politics. Yeah, Tinubu has taught the north that
it is so bad, right, Baba, that there are people that we used to see as very prominent and influential enough that the politicians themselves don't want to cross, but those people don't exist anymore. Like, you remember military days during the military? They deceived us, sure.
Yes,
during the military days,
the civil society.
Right? But now, the
civil society.
Baba.
Yes, now the civil society, the labor union, those that fought the military, they've been demoralized, they've been destabilized, the student union. So Tinubu has paved way for any weary from the north to turn himself to a like Paul Biya of Cameroon, and it may happen. It is very, and then now, because all the institutions, the checks that is putting constraints, that were putting constraints on them before, have been dismantled by.
They have all been bought over.
Yeah. So any northerner that want to turn himself to a life president just need to make sure that he put somebody like Fabio in place, and then put maybe Alhaji Gambari from in place of Chief Justice of Nigeria, something like that. No, the deed is already
The rest
done.
of us will just be screaming and screaming and screaming.
It just be screaming, something like that. It just be screaming. Yeah, they will say, let's go for an election, go and something like that. They rig himself in again, and then before you know it, will be counting like, oh, this man has spent 20 years, 25 years. So all those things you are seeing in Cameroon, or all this phobia spent 20 years. This can still happen. This is how it started, and then it in the near future. It's not too far. Not near future. It will happen. Something like, because Tinubu has paved the way for that.
Baba, one thing about people that sometimes really, really jolts me, right, is the fact that they will confidently tell you that can never happen in Nigeria. Baba, you remember? I don't know if you can remember, but there's a chance that you've heard it before. When this Boko Haram thing was raging in 2012, 2013, 2014, right?
Yeah.
There are those who are like, just keep it in the north, you shouldn't come here, you can't even get here. There's no way you can get to the south.
It's already,
you remember?
It's already at your desk. It's already at your doorstep.
All these people from the north, now them they do Boko Haram. Concern us here.
Yeah.
Where are we today now?
Yeah.
Force.
Yeah. And then the people that are sponsoring Boko Haram, they have their own plan and they are serious with it.
They said they have the longest kind of patience in the world. If it's going to take 100 years.
Let me tell you something. I do tell people here, whether you like it or not, all these Yorubas, all this it may not happen our generation, but it will happen when my will one lasting.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, all these people about saying, when my will one, the full gambari lasting.
What's happened already now?
Because,
we are watching it and some
because they are testing ground. They are killing Yorubas.
Died. Only come as tradition.
Yes, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Whether in most of because they will our buyer or the lot is having a Wujale in of Ado, by the time they fully launch their plan, all of them will be
carry sword or gun to us anymore.
They don't need.
We are doing the conquering ourselves. You will see Obas. They go line up in front of Adebo.
Yes, now.
With their day, they will kneel down.
I have those things.
They are waiting for him to bless them. Yorubaland,
the Yorubaland. So the problem is a big mess. Something like Yaya Bello now ordering the lawmaker.
Because camera captured.
I don't. And I don't blame those
on the camera didn't capture.
Yes, now, and I don't blame those idiots. They've learned from what is happening to Natasha. Because if they go, because let me tell you, what this is kind of monster this Tinubu and Buhari have created for us. Somebody like Yaya Bello is now turning himself to a godfather.
I know.
Somebody that's supposed to be in jail right now. Imagine.
Thank you so much, Baba, for stopping by. Right? You have a wonderful weekend, I would say, because he's at work. If you think that Yaya Bello won't shock you, you've heard about the repentant terrorist, Abi. This will be the second time in Kano that the Kano State government will publicly announce the program called the graduation ceremony for repentant thugs. In their last by-in election, as they call it by-election, I call it by-in. In their last by-in election, I shared videos of this called gel, a bin stick, and all kind of different weapons being held by the repentant thugs of Kano, right? So here is the government of Kano, letting everybody know why it is for the stability and security to graduate thugs, political thugs, by the way. Here, a commission.
What we are hoping right now is just only now the flag off, which we have just witnessed, and today is the very day that we have commenced the profiling of these repentant youth who have agreed to key into the project, and we are hoping after the profiling by the police, then the next stage is they're going to be also profiled by the NDLA, that is conducting drug tests on them, trying to make sure that they are very much healthy mentally and physically. Then after that, they're going to also be subjected to rehabilitation. There are some who are going to quickly be engaged in environment, but there are those that we believe that they must be rehabilitated first. Then after rehabilitation, they're now going to receive every kind of empowerment they may require, either economic or educational. We are hoping that His Excellency, as he pledged, is going to provide everything that they will really need to support their own life, to bring them back to the life.
As we gather here, we are reminded that the issue of security is not the sole responsibility of the police or other security agencies. It is a collective responsibility. Every individual, every family, and every community has a role to play in ensuring peace and stability in our society. I also urge the community leaders, religious leaders, and stakeholders to intensify their effort in sensitizing our youth on the dangers of violence, crime, and other antisocial behaviors. Let us work hard in
Because according to them, they are now repentant youth, and they will be trained in agriculture and other stuff so that they will make them productive with the people. I mean, to themselves. Here is a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
One name.
One name.
One name.
You have my time today.
Yeah, but I keep watching. Brilliant. And I keep listening. I keep learning.
Well, good to hear from you, though. One name. Well, here is another chart. This morning, I believe. Just so, where do you want to join? I mean,
let me just go straight to the point.
Go on.
The color before the color. They really nailed.
That's our Mama H.O. Yeah, she's in the comment.
You know, everybody has really nailed the whole thing. I just want to say something briefly and quickly.
Thank you.
You know, keep thinking about it, and I keep talking about it, that a lot of things that people don't understand what is going on. It either we end it now, or will not be able to stand what is to come tomorrow. The only way that we the thing about not standing what is going to come tomorrow, it is because of what this administration, these Agbadorians, what they have been doing. And I laugh at people who are their supporters. I keep asking one question. Do you think that this power will be in the South, in the Southwest forever? No. People don't understand it when that kind of question is being put. Because it is the tone of the South now. Whenever we are doing something, whenever we are analyzing, we keep saying, we are happy that he is dealing with the North, which we know that is not dealing with anything.
Well, he's actually dealing with everybody.
When he's actually dealing with everybody, then you now ask yourself one question. What the crimes that are happening everywhere in Nigeria is being suppressed. Nobody is talking about it. They don't want the mainstream media to talk about it. It's only platforms like your own now that is talking about it. They don't want to talk about it. And when you suppress such news, trust me, what you get is that you will get the worst of the situation coming ahead of you. So now, I ask one question. Now is the turn of the Yoruba man, the turn of the Southern man. What do you think that these Northerners will do when they grab this power? Are we going to be shouting that time when we are the ones destroying ourselves right now? So when they come now...
We believe that whatever he's doing, the North is complaining because he's dealing with them, right? So when we are supposed to actually hold him responsible, that Alaye, this shot that they gave to you was supposed to actually make things better for the whole country. And if you can't make it for the whole country, what exactly is the South gaining? Osita, you know what? I asked people, I said, when people say Tinubu is appointing Yorubas. Now, can anybody tell me what are the Yorubas enjoying in Nigeria right now that the rest of Nigeria is not enjoying?
Exactly. So it brings to...
But go on.
Yeah. It brings to my mind because when we heard about the story of the things that happened in Kwara State, that has been happening in Kwara State, I just asked myself that because this news, you are not going to see it on channels, you're not going to see it on TVC, you're not going to see it on Arise. Now it is only on YouTube channels like yours that we can actually gather those kind of news. And I ask myself, if these atrocities is happening even right there in Yoruba land, right now, think about it, what the Northerners will do to the whole southern part of Nigeria when they take over the power again. Because they tested the mic. They could actually trust these people. But right now, they find out that they cannot trust these people anymore. And you think about what they can do when they grab the power. So I am telling people, it will be wrong that people will come here and talk about it tomorrow if one Aboki becomes president. And some people will say, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. But now we have the opportunity that this one that is our own, that we should stand up against him. But yet you see a lot of people, they go online, they say all manner of things, all because of they want to remain relevant. I am telling them, I am telling everybody that cares to listen, if we cannot repair anything right now, if we cannot get this thing they call this country right now, that to get our separate nations right now, tomorrow it will be too difficult.
Not that we won't get it even tomorrow, but it will be probably like a bloodier. But you know the irony of it all, Osita, those who are against our freedom are not outsiders.
Exactly.
They are insiders.
It is the insiders that are in bed
because
with
if this
them.
guy actually cares about the people they claim to lead, their actions will show to us that we can exit without too much pressure. But Northerners are not even holding us now. Now
Yes,
close Southerners because of what they are gaining from Nigeria, isn't it?
Yes, to give them a particular name. They are all Belen lecturers. That is what
lecturers, yeah.
Yes, that is only the thing they think about. They think about me, myself, and I, but nobody thinks about the general populace. Look at Nigeria. 142 billion naira they want to use to do, is it motopark or garage or whatever they want to do.
They want to do bus stops on the road.
Bus stops, 142 billion naira. I was asking somebody, is this the way to do? Before, what the North will bring to Nigeria is insecurity. But when the next one they are going to bring, I don't know if insecurity or
maybe not bio war. Anyway,
I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Stopping by. All right. You have a very good one day. Okay. Have a good weekend. And thank you to every one of us also listening. And I am going to wrap it up now. So, brethren, again, I may be finding it so kind of like hard to, to hold a fundraiser to support my platform, which I desperately need. However, I keep trying to choose a time, and I kind of like keep getting discouraged as well. So hopefully if I manage to come back tonight, if I survive till tomorrow, if I come back tonight, I may actually really have to do a fundraiser. Fortunately, it may not be really impressive overview, but I'll still do it. So I'm going to go work on that, okay? So thank you so much for your time. So far, so good. And thanks so much for being part of this too. And for those who have actually shared, and the rest of that, thank you. I just have to say thank you to everybody. So, and to those who joined us midway, you can watch this from the start or from where you possibly missed, right? And to everyone else, enjoy the rest of your day or noon, or maybe evening. And if I come back later, well, we'll see you again. So good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Ayíbi nọ́mbà 1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Ayíbi nọ́mbà 1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun dayari Ayíbi nọ́mbà 1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Ayíbi nọ́mbà 1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún dáyàrí káyídì nọ́mbà wán. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún dáyàrí káyídì nọ́mbà wán. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún dáyàrí káyídì nọ́mbà wán. Máyégún dáyàrí pòlítíkò. Máyégún dáyàrí káyídì nọ́mbà wán. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún dáyàrí káyídì nọ́mbà wán. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún dáyàrí káyídì nọ́mbà wán. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Máyégún dáyàrí káyídì nọ́mbà wán. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni. Ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o. Ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.